Life has storms. The kind that shake your world, steal your peace, and make you feel completely lost. I know you've been there. We all have. But here's the truth, even in the darkest storm, there's always a light. The question is, will you see it? Will you chase it? Let me share the story of a boy who did, and how it changed not only his life, but an entire village. The storm came without warning. Dark clouds gathered over the small coastal village, and within moments, the sky opened, unleashing a fury of rain and roaring winds. The sea, usually calm and gentle, rose like a beast, thrashing against the shore. Fishermen hurried to secure their boats, mothers pulled their children inside, and doors slammed shut one after another. But in one little wooden house near the edge of the village, a boy named Arun sat trembling by the window. Arun was only 15, but life had already taught him more about pain than most people knew. His father had been lost to the sea 2 years ago in a storm much like this one. His mother, though strong, had grown weary, working long hours just to keep food on their table. And now, as thunder shook the ground, Arun felt the same fear that haunted him since that day. What if the storm takes everything again? The power flickered and went out. Darkness swallowed the house. Arun could hear his mother praying softly, but fear was louder inside his chest. Then, through the howling wind, he noticed something. A tiny flicker of light danced across the waves. At first, he thought his eyes were playing tricks. But no, it was real. A lantern, swaying on a boat struggling against the storm. Arun's heart dropped. Someone is out there, fighting to make it back. Without thinking, Arun grabbed his father's old raincoat and rushed outside. His mother called after him, but the storm devoured her voice. The rain stung his skin like needles, and the wind shoved him back with every step. But Arun pushed forward, eyes fixed on that small light in the distance. Down at the shore, he found a rope tied to a post and remembered what his father once told him, in every storm, son, don't focus on the darkness. Find the light. Follow it, and you'll always find hope. With trembling hands, Arun tied the rope around his waist, dug his heels into the sand, and waded into the raging water. The waves crashed against him, each one stronger than the last, but he refused to let go. His arms ached, his body shivered, but that flickering lantern kept pulling him forward. Finally, he reached the boat, half broken, tossed like a toy in the waves. Inside was an old fisherman, weak and barely conscious. Arun shouted, though the storm swallowed his words. He tied the rope around the man and pulled with everything he had left. Inch by inch, step by painful step, Arun dragged both of them back to shore. When they finally collapsed on the sand, the storm was still raging, but inside Arun, something shifted. He looked at the lantern, now dim but still glowing, and realized something powerful. The storm wasn't gone. The darkness hadn't disappeared. But he had found his strength inside the storm. When morning came, the village discovered what Arun had done. The old fisherman survived because of him. And from that day forward, whenever storms came, people no longer spoke only of fear or loss. They spoke of courage, of the boy who followed the light when everyone else hid in the dark. Life will always bring storms, loss, failure, heartbreak, struggles we never asked for. But the truth is, storms don't define us. What defines us is whether we give up in the dark, or keep moving toward the light. That light may be small. It may flicker. But it is always there, hope, courage, faith, strength. So the next time life shakes you, remember Arun's story. Don't focus on the storm. Find your light. And follow it, no matter how hard the wind blows. Because even in the darkest times, the light is still there. And so is your strength. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe for more motivational and inspirational stories. And before you go, watch the next video on your screen right now. It might be the light you need today.